Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a problem that, well, it's plagued software development teams for ages, really. You know the scene. A new app is
Mhm.
finally ready, everyone's excited, you hit deploy, and boom,
Mm.
crashes.
Right.
And why? Because, well, it ran perfectly fine on the developer's own computer.
Mhm.
But the server maybe had a slightly different version of some crucial software piece.
Or it was just missing something entirely. Yeah.
Exactly. Missing dependencies, those key ingredients, or maybe different libraries, those code packages, or just, incompatible versions.
That's messy.
It is. It's messy, it's complicated, and frankly, it's just a huge headache for everyone. The classic, it works on my machine problem.
Absolutely. And, this isn't just some minor thing. It really slows down productivity across the whole software process. Our source today, this PDF on Docker, it dives right into a really elegant solution for this exact challenge, Docker.
Okay, Docker. So our mission today is to really get what Docker is. How does it fix this really common problem?
Yeah.
And what are the actual benefits? And even if you're not coding yourself, understanding Docker is actually pretty key to getting how modern software gets built and shipped out. So definitely valuable stuff for you listening. So to really get our heads around this, the source material gives us a great way to think about it. It says, think of it like a standardized shipping container for your software.
Ah, the shipping container analogy. Yeah.
Right. Just like how a physical container can hold anything, maybe electronics, maybe bananas, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And it can go on any ship or train or truck, no problem. A Docker container, well, it can hold pretty much any application and run on any computer system.
And what's really neat here is just how simple but powerful that idea is. It neatly packages up this isolated little world for your application. And inside that package is everything the app needs. The code, obviously, but also all those
Liberated
libraries.
code bits.
Exactly. And the dependencies, the other software it leans on, and even all its specific settings, its configurations.
Okay.
It's all bundled together,
Yeah.
sealed off. And that's what really tackles that frustrating it works on my machine thing head on.
So it's not just packing it, it's the sealing off part, isolating it.
Precisely.
Okay, I see. And this is where Docker really changes the game, right? Because it shifts how development and deployment actually happen.
Mhm.
The developer's job kind of changes. They build the app and all its bits and pieces into this single Docker container.
Right.
And once that's built, that container is, well, it's set. It doesn't change. What you test is exactly what you deploy.
Exactly right. And this is the magic of Docker, really. The operator's role then becomes much simpler, whether they're in testing, QA, or pushing it live to customers. They just run the container. That's it.
Run the container.
Yeah. And it truly doesn't matter what that system underneath is like. Could be a specific QA server, maybe a customer's own data center, or some big public cloud setup. Because everything it needs is inside the container, it doesn't care much about the machine itself. So the app behaves exactly the same, everywhere, predictably.
That consistency must be huge.
Guarantees it. Yeah, seamless operation, predictable performance.
So, okay, with this unified, isolated approach,
Hmm.
what are the big wins? For the teams, for the users?
Mm.
Docker clearly makes it easier to, well, create, deploy, and run these applications. Developers get to package everything up, all the requirements into one neat unit.
Yes. And the most important benefit, the real headline here, is that it guarantees your application just works reliably, no matter the environment. Our source even has this powerful mantra, sums it up perfectly. Build, ship, and run any software anywhere.
Build, ship, and run.
Right.
Anywhere. I like that.
Yeah. By standardizing how software is packaged and run, Docker just removes so much friction. The whole process becomes faster, definitely more reliable, and just a whole lot less frustrating for everyone.
It turns those messy variables into something predictable.
Exactly. Predictable constants.
So yeah, it's really clear how Docker shifts software deployment from being this constant headache to a much more streamlined, reliable process. All thanks to that standardization, that uniformity.
Which, it does raise an interesting question. If we can standardize packaging and deployment like this, make it so predictable,
Uh-huh.
what other complex areas in tech could maybe benefit from a similar shipping container kind of approach? Where else could we simplify things this way?
It is a good question to think about. What else could use the shipping container treatment? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.